let's try this again. What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys today because we have some news from Dawn of Majesty. Yes, the next set for the OCG and the summer set for the TCG. I'm sorry, the end of the summer set for the TCG, not the beginning summer set. No, the end of the summer set for the TCG. Dawn of Majesty will be introducing some new support cards for an archetype that was kind of forgotten for a minute and then brought back. So I know a lot of people are very excited about this. We have the Gustos. The Gustos are an archetype. They're made of winged beast and psychic type monsters. Really cool archetype that survives around wind. Now, the thing about the Gusto archetype overall is that unfortunately the Gustos did not get the structure, that treatment, that a lot of people who wanted to see Gustos get that treatment just unfortunately didn't. The Gustos, just for some history lesson, they are a part of the Hidden Arsenal series. They're also part of the Dual Terminal series, if you guys remember that from, 2008 to about 2000 and, I want to say 2014 is probably the last time the Dual Terminal ended. No, actually earlier than that, 2014, because the last Hidden Arsenal was Hidden Arsenal 5, and that was the Evil Swarm. And there was, unfortunately, no more Hidden Arsenals after that. All of the tracks of the Hidden Arsenal became part of the main series and in subsets and stuff like that. So that's pretty much where the Gustos were. If you do follow the lore of the Gustos, then you know that at the end of the saga, I don't know where this current saga is now. Most of the Gusto tribe became the Ritual Beast tribe. Some of those monsters are still trying to fight to get their families back, to turn them back into the people that they were, and creatures that were, because there's creatures within the Gusto archetype as well. Most of them are the tuners. So yeah, it is a weird, unfortunate situation. And funny thing about it is that the new Gusto support cards, which I have not actually seen, I'm actually going to be reading them off um, during this video, because I did see a glimpse of one of them during the presentation, but unfortunately I did not get to watch the whole presentation. I only got to watch, I think, what was the last 30 minutes of it, where they talked about some of the other support cards that were coming from other archetypes and everything. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to, read through these new Gusto support cards. First off is Gusto Verter. Or Gusto Vetter. Oh, how cute it is. It reminds me of Gusto Guldos and Gusto Ego and all the other cute little Gusto monsters. And it has the symbol of Gusto on it as well. That's adorable. Oh, look at it. It's so cute. It's gonna peck somebody's eyes out. Alright, let's read this monster's effect. So, it's a level 3 when attribute Winged Beast Tuner monster. So, does your attack 1000 defense. You can only use this card's name's first and second effect once per turn each. If a face of Gusto monster or monsters is destroyed by battle or sent to your graveyard, and this card is in your hand, you can summon this card. If this card is normal special summon, you can send one Gusto monster from your deck to the graveyard, and then summon one Gusto monster from your hand. Okay, so it's essentially trying to start some combos. Okay, it can automatically just summon itself as long as a face of Gusto monster was destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard. So, okay, there. I wonder, could this work in terms of synchroing, or exceeding, or no, synchroing or link summoning, because the only two exceed monsters they have kind of have their own. Anyway, okay, so this is a good pushing start. Let's read the next monster. This is Digusto. I'm gonna butcher this name. Repam Replica. Okay, Reparmaplica. This is a level 6 wind attribute psychic type synchro monster. It doesn't state her attack or defense. Is it in the picture? It's not even in the picture. Oh, look, there goes the Ludos. Okay, so it's not in the picture, which is unfortunate, but this is what she looks like. Oh, she's that Ritual Beast monster. Oh, that's cool. That's the Ritual Beast monster. Recparlectica. Okay, so this is her synchro monster. That's her bird, and that's her herself. Remember, she is a gusto monster. Um, she is the sister to Winnie, the Wind Charmer, if you wanted some more lore there. So she is. Oh, there's a note here. Most of the information on this card had to be patched together because Konami screwed up and didn't show the actual artwork or the full effect on screen. Wow, that's pretty dumb. Okay, so we don't know her attack and defense, unfortunately, but we at least know her requirements and her effects. So she's a she needs one tuner and one or more non-tuner Gusto monsters. This is probably just the same requirement for most of the Gusto synchro monsters. Anyway, you can only special summon one Gusto Rampa, or yeah, Rampeleka once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can activate one of these effects. You can also summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for wind monsters. Also, summon two Gusto monsters, one each from your hand and deck, but their effects are negated. And if you do, immediately after this card's effect resolves, special summon one Gusto synchro monster using those two monsters. The second effect is your opponent cannot target other Gusto synchro monsters you control with card effects. So, Replica is not a bad monster. It kind of reminds, pretty much she has that quick synchro summon effect attached to her. Then in addition to that, she has the ability that your opponents cannot target other Gusto monsters. With card effects. So she has a bit of protection there. So pretty much no targeting and then an instant quick synchro summon. This actually could help with Gusto Freeze. There are other synchro monsters who prevents destruction of the Gusto monsters, I believe, by battle. And then there's also some that does a good amount of removal. So Ramplica pretty okay there as well. The next card, and probably the last of them, the last of them, is Gusto Tailwind. A quick spell. You can only equip this card to a Gusto monster. You can only use this card's second and third effect once per turn each. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect during the main phase. You can activate one of these effects based on the equipped monster's level or rank. If the monster is 4 or lower, such as summon one Gusto monster with a different type from your deck. If it's 5 or higher, such as summon one tuner monster from your deck. Its third effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard, then discard one wind monster to add one Gusto Cellar Track card from your deck to your hand. Okay, so it's a searcher for the cells and traps. It's an equip spell, and it grants the ability to either special summon a Gusto monster from your deck with a different type, or special summon a tuner monster that's level 1 from your deck. They do have at least, I think, one or two tuner monsters that are level 1 in the archetype. I want to say a third. But yeah, the overall setup of this isn't too bad. Let's actually take a look at the card itself. Oh, it's Freeze! It's Freeze. It's their level 6 synchro monster. Freeze. The one that makes their monsters immune to being destroyed by battle. So that's wow, nice. Okay, so if I was honestly took a rate to this is definitely a C. They have a good direction. They're giving Gustos some type of support to pretty much say, okay, we remember that you guys have a lot of effects about sending stuff to the grave. We have a lot of bonus effects when you play with your synchros. And then on top of that, you lack a lot of defense. Which a lot of this is catering towards special summoning and then putting up some defenses. As far as it goes, just overall, that's a nasty mishap on Konami's part for the fact that this monster's attack and defense is not being revealed, but they have to piece together the effects of this monster in terms of its attack and its defense. I mean, in terms of its effects and its material for its synchro summoning. I feel like this is kind of it was just an oops moment, so I can't really say too much there. However, as a synchro, like I said, it's basically just trying to pick up for where Gusto left off. It's nice that they're trying to include some of the advancements of the Gustos within the story, that they haven't just fallen off. It's just some of them have advanced to be ritual tamers, and then there are some who are still the tribe. So I mean, it's no real negatives. I think there could have been a lot more improvements. Maybe some quicker ways to special summon them when not having to do so much for the effects, or maybe having some gusto support cards to get monsters from the graveyard instead. I do like the equip spell because this is actually really good for them. The equip monster can be destroyed by card, their opponent's card effect. Then being able to add your spells and draft cards from your deck to your hand. Are you not able to add this? No, you are able to add this because it has Gusto in its name. So you can rock at least two of these and then pair off with their effects. You have the ability to special summon monsters attached to this, which is great. And then you simply have it as an eclipse spell. So yeah, like I said, C. Just overall, um, I actually can't wait to see how people are going to play around with this new Gusto support because it's going to be really, really cool to see it in action. So, let me know what you guys think of the new Gusto support in Dawn of Majesty. Will you be playing Gusto? And what would you like to see if they do start adding more support? Despite the fact that the Gusto archetype did not get their structure deck, which sucks because you guys definitely would have deserved that. So let me know all that in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps out tremendously. Hit the notification bell so you guys are informed of when I do upload more content. And of course, social media links are in the description box below so you guys can interact with me on social media like Facebook and Instagram. And of course, you can also hit me up. Oh, you also help me out with Patreon as you can donate if you want to keep the channel going. I'll have some stuff up for the Patreon soon. Um, it's just a lot of stuff has been going on recently. So, yeah, I will have that up soon, and then hopefully everybody and everything will be pieced together. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.